Good morning. This is Kamera again. We're on day number 202, Proverbs chapter 24 through 26. These Proverbs are so good. Words of wisdom. So good. I love the fact that sometimes I'll see myself and I'll be like, whoa, Lord, help me. Give me wisdom in that area. Or, you see where you could have walked down a certain area, but you see that God had given you wisdom. Thank you, Lord, for wisdom in that area. But yeah, check this one out. I love this one, this first one. If you fail under pressure, your strength is too small. Yeah, Lord, help my strength. Yes. Because you know what, guys? If we trust God, I mean, we're human, right? For real, though, sometimes pressure of life will get you down. When you see that it's taking you down, you really, really, really need to force yourself to reflect on who you serve, who's in control of your life, and get that strength from God. Yeah, something we got to practice. Because if we fell under pressure, our strength is too small, and that strength needs to be strengthened. Need to be bigger, larger, right? And where strength come from God. Got to seek Him for strength. This one here, though. Guys, you guys already know I'm not going to read all the Proverbs. But there are some, like this one here. Don't excuse yourself saying, look, I didn't know. I didn't know. That's an excuse, right? Forget this, guys. God understands all our hearts and sees that you knew. God understands our understanding. Isn't that something? He knows the depth of our understanding. So we can't use that excuse. Isn't that something? He knows us. Better be careful of that. Better be careful of that. Keep it real with yourself, okay? If you don't have a desire to do right, don't use that excuse. Just say, Lord, help me to do right. Keep it real, guys, because God will repay all people as their action deserves. He knows our understanding, the depth of our understanding. This part here, guys, the godly may trip 7 times, but they get up again. But one disaster is enough to overthrow the wicked. Isn't that something, guys? We're not perfect. If we fall, get up, get up, get up, get up. Yeah, and our strength is going to be strengthened, right? But at least you're trying. When you're trying, trust me, God will help you. You just ask Him to help you. You may trip, but you're not going to stay there because you know who your God is. Don't rejoice, guys, when your enemies fall. God is very displeased about that. He does not want us to rejoice. He loves all of us equally. Just like we have children, if we have multiple children and one may fall in a certain area, if one of the other siblings talk about that one, it hurts us as a parent. That's how God is. He loves all of us equally. If we talk about another or rejoice when something happens to them or whatever, God is not pleased with that because that's His child too. So don't rejoice, guys. Yeah, and so this book, these proverbs here talks a lot. The ones that we're covering today talks about fools a lot. Talks about lazy people, how things get neglected when you're lazy, and it leads to poverty. And it just talks about some of the characteristics of a lazy person. It talks about hatred, a person who is hateful. Characteristics of that, you're going to see that in these proverbs today. And a person, this one it mentions, like for instance, you know how you're upset with a person or you and a person have an argument and now they're talking about your business to other people. Yeah, it actually says, don't when you have an argument with a person, don't betray their secrets. Because guess what? You're considered as a gossip at that time, and it's hard to come back from that. Your reputation is just messed up at that point because people see you as a gossip. They can't trust you with some of their confidential things. So let's look at this one. I love this one. I absolutely love this one. It talks about a person who accepts valid criticism. It's like jewels to them. They accept it, and when you accept valid criticism, there's growth. But when you hear someone critique something about you, and it could be true, I always listen to it. I like to listen to the good and bad about myself. If something's bad, I need to self-examine. And If I'm wise, I'll listen to it and I'll examine myself, ask God to show myself, even if I don't see it. So, yeah, a wise person will accept valid criticism. If you find that it's not valid, then just say, Lord, you look on that person. But be truthful to yourself and ask God to show you your true self. It said, I love the one where it says, don't wear out your welcome. If you visit your neighbor too much, yeah, you could wear out your welcome. That's actually in the Bible. It says, oh my God, how unwise it is to put confidence in an unreliable person. Oh my God, but this one right here, how, your enemies, if your enemy is hungry or thirsty, you feed them or give them something to drink. Isn't that something? Your enemies. Yeah, it's like heaping hot coals on their heads. They become, think about it. Your enemy, the one who talked about you, now you're helping them. Yeah, they're going to be shameful, first of all, but God is going to reward you for you being the bigger person. Isn't that something? I love that. So Proverbs today is so good, guys. So good. Read them. Read them. It's going to help you. It's going to help you to really self-reflect, see yourself in a lot of this stuff. And you can ask God to help you, show you your true self. Sometimes we think that we are a certain type of person, or we treat a person a certain type of way when they're not receiving it that way, or they see something different. Or we lie to ourselves. We really do. So we ask God to show us our true self. Sometimes it doesn't feel good. We have to ask, thank you, Lord, for showing my true self. I know you're not pleased with that. Help me to overcome that. Give me a spirit of repentance. Because, number one, we just want to be pure in God's eyes. We want to please God above all. And if we are that person who carries hatred, who is being lazy, that person who is gossiping, that person who just, is not as wise as we can be, God is not pleased with that. He wants us to be more like him. So we have to ask him to show us ourselves. Thank you, Lord, for showing me that ugly about myself. Now, Lord, give me a spirit of repenting. Oh, Lord, give me wisdom to do better. Yeah, he's here to help us. He loves us so much. And guys, yeah, I can go on and on, right? That's day number 202. Proverbs chapter 24 through 26. You have a God-filled blessed day.